How's it going, YouTube? Dallasboi here, backing in with another Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle. And today I'm bringing you guys a stuffed tier match against WoJtOn 1314. Met him on the Smug and Wi-Fi Battle Finder, and he was asking for stuffed tier. And hey, I am a big fan of stuffed tier myself, so I accepted. Here's the battle. And looking at teams, well, I honestly feel really bad about this. I brought a whole bunch of random junk, and apparently, unbeknownst to me, he brought some even more random junk. As you can see by the Magnemite, the Anorith, the Marshtomp, and I've got a whole bunch of powerful stuff. But I'm thinking Blastoise is probably going to be my most important member in this match. So keep him alive, and I should be okay. So hope you guys enjoy the battle. Let's get this show on the road. Everyone's gonna be leading off with Marshtomp. I'm leading off with Zatu, just in case if he wants to give me some hazards or toxic. So I thought that was best lead. I thought he was gonna switch, so I just go for the U-turn and go into my Blastoise nickname Power Button. Shout out to Black Blastoise for that. But the Marshtomp just goes to the waterfall right there, and I believe that we try to exchange statuses right here. I would go for toxic. He goes for toxic. I pretty much know that this Marshtomp is gonna be extremely bulky, so Toxic was pretty much the best option here, but I could have sent in Zatu, but didn't really feel like it, and I kind of wanted this thing Toxic just in case. So it's still good, but now I go for Scald and try to gauge how much damage that's going to do. Waterfalling to inject me. I am a max HP, max defense Blastoise. It's going to be taking those waterfalls for years. But now, as toxic damage is racking up, I'm going to switch into Zatu. Try to predict the Stealth Rock coming up, but he is actually running Mirror Coat, this thing. So, yeah, that's a bit of a surprise, but now I know he's going to switch and preserve his Marshtomp, so I'm just going to go straight for the U-turn once again. He brings in his Togetic, and I feel like my Ditto's going to be the best scout to see what this thing is going to do. And it actually turns out he's going to be a Nasty Plot set. I can't really do anything in that. So I'm pretty much forced to switch out into Wombat the Aggron. If you get the reference, then good for you. And he actually goes into his Lunatone, and this HP turns out to be I'm thinking fire and not fighting, so it actually gives me an opportunity to go for a Autonomize, get my speed up, and then I get to fire off an Aqua Tail, and I believe I take that Lunatone down from here. Because it's a max attack Aggron with a Jolly Nature, and yeah, no Lunatone's living that, even with Life Orb. Now I'm just going to try to go for the Earthquake, take out this Marshtomp, but unfortunately, it just lives a hit. And it takes me out with an Earthquake, but it actually lives the toxic damage, so this is actually an excellent opportunity to bring in Wurmple. Except for the fact that he switches out into his Anorith, and I can't quite get a Wurmple kill, and spoilers, he is actually trying to make me work well for this Wurmple kill, as you will see a little later. But now he knows I'm going to be switching out, so he's going for the safe Stealth Rock. But Blastoise, excellent spinner. I can pretty much spin those away against this Anorith, which I do now after he goes to the Rock Blast. And I believe right now he's probably going to switch out into maybe Shittinger or something, or I could be wrong. Nope, he sends out his Marshtomp. Excellent move. As I'm going to be going out into Zatu double, predicting his Anorith one instead of Rock again. But it actually gives him the scouting advantage, as he is going to be sending out his Togetic. And after I smack that thing with a Thunder Wave, he's actually going to be going for the Nasty Plot here. And afterwards I just try to go for the Heat Wave, and he goes for a +2 Hyper Voice, and look at how much this thing does! Holy moly! That's one powerful Togetic, and I want to keep my Zatu around for later, so I just U-turn straight out and go into Captain L'Oreal, my Keldeo, as Togetic just goes for the ruse, predicting me to, I guess, want to attack it again with the Heat Wave. But now I'm just going to try to fire off a Specs Hydro Pump. Yep, Togetic's definitely going to get two-shotted by that. And I'm fortunate to live that Hyper Voice, and, well, Keldeo's going to be cleaning out So we can take from there, but Outcome Shedinja, I cannot touch this thing at all. So I'm just gonna have to go into Zatsu. Unfortunately, he nails me with the Shadow Snake, and Zatsu pretty much fights to death there. But now I'm gonna be sending out Blastoise once again to try to toxic this thing, but he makes an excellent prediction and goes into Magnemite here, and let me tell you about Magnemite. This thing is a pretty big threat right now, because I've got a few water types on the field, and I was afraid that I was going to get swept by this thing. Now I'm going to be sending out Mystique to try to sponge a Charge Beam from this thing, and that did a lot because that was actually a crit. And I'm just going to lock myself in Charge Beam here to try to get myself some boosts. There I get one, but +1 Thunderbolt is going to absolutely destroy my Ditto. So now I'm just gonna try to send out my Captain Gloria once more. Try to predict the Shedinja switch and go for the HP Ghost. And that's exactly what happens, but like all Shedinjas that I've seen here and there, he actually has the Focus Sash, and he's trying to scout my hidden power out. And he's gonna be sending in Anorith as Death Fodder, and that hidden power is looking like a solid 2-hit KO on foot pinching Anorith, and unfortunately Anorith doesn't get to do much work there. But now I'm gonna be going for the HP Ghost once more on the Magnemite. I thought it would kill, but it just lives, and Keldeo is gonna be taken out with Thunderbolt. So I thought it was GG from here, but Powerful the Wurmple is actually going to be going for that Joy Scarf Bug Bite, and fortunately that big threat Magnemite is out of the way, and I get a kill with Wurmple. And now his last Pokemon is Shedinja. I still have Blastoise on me, and he's just going to be going for the Swords Dance on the switch, and then he's actually going to Protect on the next turn to try to get some residual damage on me. It's not going to matter. I'm gonna continuously go for Toxic no matter what. And fortunately, on this last turn, I am able to outspeed the Shedinja and get the Toxic off, which does steal me the game. And this X-Scissor does actually result in a crit. Doesn't matter, because I did get the Toxic damage off on it. And that will actually be the 1-0 in my favor. And yeah, Wurmple, last mon standing. So that's pretty funny, and that was a pretty fun stuff here at WoJtOn, and I hope I get to do another one with you again, and I promise, no more serious stuff, like freaking Keldeo and whatnot. But hey, your guys still put up a good fight, so rate, comment, sub, and I will see you guys next time.